So call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth, and where I'm still learning this truth. And also shalom to the remnant of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number. All right. Shalom to the elect of Israel. All right. This video is going to be on, again, okay, Revelation chapter 13. We're only going to go over 16 and 17. And then Revelation 14, 9, and 10. I'm going to touch on it. All right. Again. Okay. So let's go here. Matter of fact, you know what's going on. We're gonna start at Ezekiel 3 and 17. Okay. Ezekiel chapter 3 and okay, 17. We'll start at 17. It reads, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Okay. Okay. So the Lord told us, Lord willing, I'm of that number. Okay. But the Lord commands that these warnings be given out. All right. You had warnings of old, for example. All right. The flood, Noah. Okay. And you have warnings of today because there's prophecies that are coming still. All right. People, if you ask them what time it is, they'll look directly at a clock. What if I ask you what time is it in the spirit? What time is it in the spirit, man? All right. It's high time. Let me see. Hold on. This other one just came to me. Uh, all right. This just came to me. What time is it in the spirit, right? So, this is Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now our salvation is nearer than when we believed. Okay, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. All right, that darkness you can is likened to ignorance. Okay, cast off of being ignorant, man. All right, and put on the armor of the Lord, which is light, which is His truth. Okay, now part of this truth, well, all of the truth, but because it calls this whole thing prophecy, singular. This prophecy in this book, okay, prophecies are still coming. All right, so the Lord told us to give warning. Okay, and also, what time is it in the scriptures? Is there's prophecies that have happened, that have come to pass. There's prophecies that are coming right around the corner, man. If you're looking at the news, if you're looking at a news station, if you got eyes and ears, okay, and you're not caught up in your own, if you're not so prideful that you just caught up in your own world, all right, your little small bubble, okay, you will see that things are happening in the earth. And they are also described in this Bible. Okay? And it is almost time for these prophecies to be at hand, the ones that have not happened yet. Okay? So that is how you tell what time it is in the spirit. But you have to be, the Lord has to will you to see this. Okay? Which means that you have to be a what is it called? What is this word? Hold on a second. Give me a second. Circumspect. There it is. All right, I just thought of it. So, the water Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right, that means thank you Yahweh. All right, and Barakatah Yahweh. Bless you Yahweh. All right, bless you Yahweh. Okay, but and bless you Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right, circumspect. All right, that means alert. Okay, before I say that, let me just look it up. So let me get this verse really quick. Exodus 23 and 13. And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect. Okay? All right, there's more in that verse, but I'm gonna stop right there because that's the word that I'm gonna try to get. So what is circumspect?
Strong's H 8104. Shamer. Shamer.
All right, it says to keep, guard, all right, observe. Okay? So be observant, man. Be on guard. It says to watch for, wait for, all right, to keep, retain, okay? All right, so you get the point. So if you come out of your own bubble, if the Lord wills you to come out of your own bubble, and He makes you circumspect, you will see time moving. You will know what time it is, and you will know that the time is at hand. All right, Revelation 1 and 3, as a matter of fact. Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, all right, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Okay? All right, so where were we? All right, let's see. And that knowing the time, this is Romans 13 and 11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Get out of that bubble. All right, hear these words of this prophecy, man. Okay, for now our salvation is nearer than when we believed. And a lot of people are going to get caught off guard. All right, again, Revelation 13 and 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Okay? All right. I'll read the NLT. Romans 13, 11, and 12. Hold on. Excuse me. Romans 13, 11, and 12. This is all the more urgent for you to know how late it is. Time is running out. Wake up, for our salvation is nearer now than we first believed. Verse 12, the night is almost gone. The day of salvation will soon be here. So remove your dark deeds like dirty clothes and put on the shining armor of right living. Okay? All right, so it's time. It's time. So one of the things that the Lord told us to warn you about is what we're going to read about in this video. Okay? And what's up with these prophecies, man? He's told us things over and over and over and over. Okay? All right? So before we get to the prophecy, let's go to Ecclesiastes. Hold on a second. Hold on. We're going to Ecclesiastes chapter 1. We're going to read 9 through 11. All right. All right. It reads, "The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be done. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun." All right, so all this trouble we've been in, man. Us disobeying. All right. Disobeying, that can be included in that trouble. That's a precursor to trouble. All right, all these things have been happening from the beginning. Okay, he gives us warnings through his men, all right, through the Holy Spirit, through his only begotten Son. All right, things that he spoke, he gives us warnings of all these things that are coming. And we've always disobeyed. All right, but he's always left a remnant here. All right, that take heed. Okay, and give these warnings. Okay, we're gonna just go ahead and stop right there in Ecclesiastes. But let's go to Romans 15:4. Why does the Lord tell us about things of the past? And they keep happening over and over. So what would be the common sense thing why he keeps telling us things over and over? All right, and why do we read these things today and take heed to these things today? Let's see. What does Romans 15 and verse 4 say? All right, this is Romans 15 and verse 4. It reads, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime," all right, all these things in these scriptures were written before our time, all right? For whatsoever, again, Romans 15:4, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope." Okay? The path of hope is in here. The path of faith is in here. Okay? He doesn't just write on these pages, "Trouble is coming, watch out." No. Okay? He says that and gives a solution. All right? Detail on all of these things. Okay? And it's for our learning. For the ones that he loves, for our learning. Okay? So that we may have hope. Okay? And the spirit of prophecy is what separates this thing from any other thing. This isn't that, and that is not this. This has a spirit of prophecy, man. What's today? What's today? Saturday? I can guess that Sunday is going to be here tomorrow. Everybody says tomorrow's not promised, but I can sit here and guess that Sunday is going to be here tomorrow. Okay? That's what these other books do. Sometimes they're right in little shit. All right? Things that don't matter. Okay? But this tells you, this has the spirit of prophecy. Okay? That does not fail. That's what separates this from any other thing. Okay? This tells you how you are. This tells you how you are. All right? The path that you are walking on. That's why people get so upset. They hear about themselves and they don't like it. All right? This is what these pages are telling us. I don't know what you do in your personal life, but something that you heard that we were reading in these scriptures pricked you so much to where you get mad at us now. All right, these scriptures know you. The Lord knows you. Okay, the Lord knows you. So this video, we're gonna give this warning of this next big prophecy that's coming. Revelation chapter 13. We're reading this out of the 1611 King James, all right? The Lord told us to give you warning, okay? This is the next big prophecy that's coming. This is Revelation 13, verses 16 and 17. And it reads, and he, which is the wicked, all right, the rulers of this earth. Hold on. Let's get this. All right, this is Job 9 and 24. It reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, so this earth is the wicked's. Why do you think it is so wicked? And you got some of you out there thinking that you are living your best life. All right? You got to struggle. You got to struggle to make it to the weekend. And since you made it there, you think it is your best life. Okay? Since you get to punch in and work 80 hours a week for peanuts, you think it's your best life. Okay? Let me go to this other one really quick. All right? Just really quick. Another scripture to that point. About this world being given into the hands of the wicked, all right, which is the self-called white man. All right, he calls himself white, and he calls you black, or you Indian, or you whatever. All right, these are not names that the Lord gave to these nations. Okay, so I'm gonna read. This is First Maccabees chapter 3, and I'm going to read 45 through 48, and the point is in 48. All right, it reads, now Jerusalem lay void as a wilderness. And this sounds like today, okay? This isn't speaking of today, but this sounds exactly like today because things happen over and over. Now Jerusalem lay void as a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold. The heathen had their habitation in that place, and joy was taken from Jacob. And the pipe with the harp ceased. Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Maspha over against Jerusalem. For in Maspha was the place where they prayed aforetime in Israel. Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes. This is verse 48. This is where the point is. And laid open the book of the law, okay? Laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Okay, these things happen over and over. Whose images do you see all over biblical, when it comes to biblical matters? Whose images do you see? Do you see any brown people at all? All right. Anyway, and don't get it twisted. This is not a black thing. Israel, as a punishment, was scattered into all the four corners of the earth, amongst all nations. Okay, we were given up to our vile, what did he say? Given up to our vile, man, it's right there on the, uh, I can't find it right now, and I want to keep this going. So we were given up to the things that we kept going after. Instead of going after the Lord, we went after other things. Now these things that we were going after rule over us. That's what I was trying to say. All right. Anyway, so we were spread into all four corners of the earth. Diaspora, okay, diaspora. We were scattered amongst every nation. So we look, walk, talk like, and worship like all the other nations that we are amongst. Okay? So you might be a white looking Israelite, right? You might be a Chinese looking Israelite. Okay? Israel is in every nation. There are Israelites among every nation. Now, with that being said, the Lord did not look like any other nation. He looked like a so called black man. Look up the description. Okay? Look up the description in the scriptures and compare it to that image that is in the earth that the wicked painted. Here, what did it say? First Maccabees. Hold on. First Maccabees. Hold on. Yeah, First Maccabees 3:48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. All right, and they can't say that they aren't the wicked. Okay, they cannot say that they aren't the wicked. They can try to hide, which is what they will try to do. All right, but they cannot escape themselves. They cannot escape themselves, man. Anyway, so where were we? Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all. So again, he is the wicked, right? Esau, Edom. Okay. Causeth all. That means he's going to make this thing mandatory, the mark of the beast. Okay. So again, Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. This is a physical thing. These are not spiritual people that are the wicked. Okay? They are not spiritual people. Okay? They always try to do things to please the flesh. All right? Hold on. This okay? They always try to do things to please the flesh. All right? So this is a physical mark. This is a physical mark. Okay? Let me see if oops, hold on. Hold on. Mm, okay, so hold on a minute. Let me see. Hold on now. Okay, so this is Ezekiel 9 and 4. Okay, it reads, "And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." So this is uh, a mark that will be found on the men of the Lord. All right, now hold on a second. Ezekiel 9 and 4. Give me a minute. Hold on. Ezekiel 9 and 4.
Strong's H 8427. Tava. Tava.
All right, it's the Wa. All right. And that is the mark. It says mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. Okay, so that is the mark of the Lord. Okay, it's a spiritual mark. All right, you also have mark as a name. You have a mark as in, point out. Okay, point out who is causing divisions. Mark that man who is causing divisions. Okay, and then you have this. Then also you have this one that we're speaking of in Revelation 13. Okay. Hold on a second.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
All right. Charagma. All right. A stamp or imprinted mark. Okay. The mark branded. All right. Okay. Here it is. Thing carved. Okay. All right. Now, it reads Strong's definitions. Charagma. It says a scratch or etching, i.e., a stamp, a badge of servitude. Okay. A graven mark. Now, let me read a couple more scriptures in here, and then we're going to go and get a little bit more detail in it, just a little bit more. So this is Revelation 13 and verse 16. "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead." So no matter what status you have in this earth, the lowest or the highest, all right? The lowest or the highest. He's going to put you in a predicament to have to get this thing to stay within the bounds of his society. All right, you're going to have to receive this mark, or you can look at it as taking a pledge. All right, you are showing whose side that you are picking, because the Lord is straight up telling you not to take it. Okay, but you are going to be faced with this thing. The whole world is going to be faced with this thing. Verse 17, Revelation 13 and 17. and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So the name of the beast and the number of his name is synonymous, right? But again, and that no man might buy or sell. You are going to have to participate in eating. All right, so we go to them. Everyone goes to them for in want of everything, except for the people who consider themselves to live off grid. You are still in this wicked world. This earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So this is going to find you anyway. But to be within the bounds of his society, okay, you are going to have to take this pledge. In order to buy or sell, eat, sleep, shit in the toilet, have a house, have a car, have a vehicle, just to participate in life, you are going to have to take this thing. And yes, I do mean that literally in a bunch of cases. He is going to threaten to take your life. These are not going to be empty threats. Whether it be him beheading you, him taking your life by some other means, or starvation. You and your kids might be put out and starve if you don't take this thing. Okay? All right? And if you decide to take it to feed your kids, he's going to make your kids take it. This ain't going to be well, if you take it, you can save whatever. No. Everyone is going to be forced to take this thing. Now, I'm going to read verse 18. It reads, "Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. 603 All right, we're going to go into more detail on what that means because of notes that I have. All right, Lord willing, we'll go into that. But let's scope out this last verse right here, 18. Again, in the regular King James, not the 1611, it reads, "Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So let's take a look at this. I'm using the blue letter, and I'm going into that that 666. All right, that word is in Greek. It's chi, psi, stigma. Actually, let you hear it.
Strong's G 5516. Chi, Psi, stigma. Chi, Psi, stigma.
Okay. Now let's go into stigma. Okay. This is the outline biblical usage of stigma. Okay. It reads, a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut, all right, into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. All right, and there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. All right, and then a little bit further down, Strong's definition of stigma. It reads from stizo. All right, that's the word stizo, means to stick or prick. All right, a mark incised or punched for recognition of ownership. All right, so you are choosing to tell the Lord that they own you, that you are theirs, not his. All right, so do not take this thing. There are no scriptures that say you will be able to repent if you take this. But I will read you one example of what it says in the next chapter. Revelation 14 now. And we're going to read verses 9 and 10. This is in the, let me see how this looks in the NLT. Let me see. Might say it a little bit more clear. Revelation 14, 9 and 10 in the NLT. It reads, Then a third angel followed them, shouting, Anyone who worships the beast and his... I'm going to read the King James Version, all right? And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, all right? And that image, all right, is not a statue, it's a system, okay? A system of things working together, okay? A system, okay? For example, the society. If you want to take place in his society, you have to take this pledge, man. You have to take this mark. Anyway, I'll start again at the top. Revelation 14 and 9. And the heading above 9 reads, Doom for worshippers of the beast. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. The same thing we read in verse 16 of Revelation 13. All right. It reads, The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, so you are going to be in that lake of fire. Okay, and it said tormented. Okay, it said you will drink the wine of wrath. How does that sound in any way pleasing or in any way like something that you want to take a chance of doing? The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, man. All right. So do not take this thing. Do not take this mark. The scary thing is, this is why fear is so important. Doesn't matter what you think you will or won't do. All right. It's up to what the Lord is going to make you do. All right. So find what path you are walking. If you're walking contrary to the Lord, if you're walking in the path of a 2/3, there's a good chance that you might take this. All right. If you are walking in the path of the remnant or in the elect, there's a good chance you might not. But we'll find out. We're all going to find out, man. So with that, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahoshem, Yahweh Shai, Bahoshem, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth and where I'm still learning this truth. And also, Shalom to the remnant of Israel. Lord willing, I am of that number. All right. Shalom to the elect of Israel. All right. So with that, we'll see you in the next video. Lord willing. Shalom.